Hello everyone and welcome to my Sister Wives Gossip. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. RHOA Andy Cohen talks Kenya Moore's return. The Real Housewives of Atlanta fans recently became embroiled in a story involving Kenya Moore following her departure from the series. Since then, rumors have come out, including her possible return. Recently, Andy Cohen was asked to shed some light on the story. Kenya Moore joined the Real Housewives of Atlanta in 2012. Moore started her career in modeling and beauty pageants, even winning Miss USA 1993. She then segued into acting, appearing in projects like Waiting to Exhale, Deliver Us from Eva, Cloud 9, and I Know Who Killed Me. In her personal life, she was also married to businessman and restaurant owner Mark Daly from 2017 to 2024. For many, however, Moore's biggest claim to fame is appearing on The Real Housewives of Atlanta, making her debut in the 5th season. Following this, she would appear in other reality shows, including Dancing with the Stars and The Celebrity Apprentice. As previously reported, however, Moore was let go from the show around 2024. At the time, there had been allegations of illicit photos of Brittany Eddy being released, with Moore denying any wrongdoing. Since then, as noted by TMZ, Moore had claimed she was invited to a Real Housewives reunion, only for it to be rescinded. Bravo personality and Real Housewives franchise executive producer Andy Cohen recently weighed in on the issue. When asked about the invitation story by TMZ reporters, Cohen shared, "I have to watch her whole. I haven't watched her post yet." He then added, "We'll talk about it," when asked if it was true. A few fans have also reacted to the conversation on social media. Cohen was then asked if Moore was coming back. He admitted, I love her. Listen, there is so much of this season left, and it is so good. Phaedra comes on in like 5 weeks. It is a jam and you are gonna love it. So right now, I'm kind of focusing on the rest of the seasons." The reporter still tried to ask more questions, noting that she felt Cohen was just about to confirm the invitation story. However, he rhetorically said, "That's what it looks like I was trying to say," pivoting away from the question. He then concluded things saying, "I don't know. I love her. I'll tell you that much." Taking to social media, a few fans have been sharing their own reaction to the clip. Some came to Cohen's defense, while others poked fun at how he avoided answering. A few comments included, "Bravo boss Andy Cohen has never been one to shy away from stirring the pot, and in a bombshell new interview, the Watch What Happens Live host is finally addressing the question that's been burning in every Real Housewives of Atlanta fan's mind. Is Kenya Moore really gone for good?" After weeks of swirling rumors, fan petitions, and cryptic Instagram posts from Kenya herself, Cohen is offering up some real tea, and let's just say, it's piping hot. She's complicated, but she's iconic. Sitting down with Bravo Insider for a candid Q, and following the explosive RHOA Season 16 shakeup, Andy Cohen leaned back with a knowing smile when Kenya Moore's name came up. Kenya, Andy began, pausing thoughtfully. She's complicated, she's controversial, but she's also iconic. There's no denying her impact, not just on Atlanta, but on the Housewives universe as a whole. From twirling onto the scene in Season 5 with that now legendary Gone with the Wind fabulous entrance to her unforgettable clashes with Portia Williams, Nene Leakes, and nearly every other cast member, Kenya has cemented her place in the Bravo Hall of Fame. But after Season 15's tension-filled reunion, followed by a Season 16 absence and rumors of a behind-the-scenes conflict with production, fans feared the worst, that Miss Moore had sashayed out of the franchise permanently. We're talking. That's all I'll say. Andy, ever the producer who knows how to tease without spilling too much, offered just enough to send the Bravoverse into a frenzy. We're talking. That's all I'll say, he teased. The door's not closed. In fact, it might be cracked open. That statement alone was enough to send fans into overdrive. Social media erupted with speculation. Is Kenya negotiating a comeback? Could she return mid-season? Will she pop up at the reunion? But Andy added a dose of realism to the optimism. It's not just about drama or ratings. It's about mental health, relationships, and timing. He noted, she's a mom now. Brooklyn comes first. And Kenya's made it clear that she wants her peace. Why Kenya walked away, or did she? Insiders close to production have long whispered that Kenya's departure from season 16 wasn't as cut and dry. Official stance was that Kenya was taking time away to focus on family and personal wellness. Multiple sources say the real story was more complicated. Allegedly, Kenya became frustrated with how she was being portrayed and felt unsupported by producers when cast tensions escalated. Add to that a grueling schedule, a custody battle with ex-Mark Daly, and pressure to maintain her villain persona. It all became too much. Kenya's not a villain in real life, said one source. She plays the game well, but she's also a woman who's been through hell in her personal life. In her own words on Instagram earlier this year, Kenya hinted at burnout. Sometimes protecting your peace means walking away from the chaos, even if it hurts. But fans weren't convinced the departure was permanent. She'll be back. She always comes back, one user commented. RHOA without Kenya is like Atlanta without Peaches. Another quipped, who replaces a queen? With Kenya's absence leaving a massive void, season 16 producers scrambled to retool the cast. New faces were brought in, and old ones were reshuffled. But according to Andy, replacing Kenya isn't about finding a new her. You don't replace a Kenya Moore, he said flatly. You just hope that the ensemble fills in the energy in new ways. Still, the numbers don't lie. Early ratings for season 16 dipped and engagement on social media was noticeably down without Kenya's quick-witted confessionals and gift-worthy shade. We heard the fans loud and clear, Andy admitted. They want more edge, more history, more Kenya. Kenya's comeback conditions. While Cohen didn't give an outright yes on Kenya's return, Bravo sleuths believe discussions are further along than he let on. Reportedly, Kenya has a few conditions if she's to rejoin the cast. A new narrative, no more pigeonholing as the villain. More control over filming boundaries, especially when it comes to her daughter. A seat at the table, some creative input and respect from production. Kenya's no longer just a cast member, said a former producer. She's a brand, and she wants to be treated like one. What her castmates are saying. Interestingly, current and former cast members have weighed in too. While some remain tight-lipped, others have made their positions clear. Kandi Burruss, who has had her ups and downs with Kenya, said on a recent podcast, I think Kenya needs time, but I don't think we've seen the last of her. Not even close. Marlo Hampton, never one to hold back, was more blunt. Kenya's scared to come back because she knows we're not playing nice anymore. Meanwhile, Portia Williams, who has returned in a limited role this season, simply told E.T., you never count Kenya out. Love her or hate her, she is Atlanta. A twirl heard around the world? Perhaps the most telling moment came when Cohen was asked point-blank if he could see Kenya holding a peach again. He grinned. Let's just say I wouldn't bet against her. In fact, I'd clear some space in the credits just in case. And there it was, the subtle confirmation that the Queen of Shade may just be plotting her royal return. Whether it's a surprise season 16 drop-in, a major season 17 revival, or something entirely unexpected spin-off anyone, the Kenya Moore story is far from over. Until then, fans will be refreshing Bravo's socials and Kenya's Instagram, hoping for that one unmistakable word that signals her comeback.